Welcome back, everyone. Dino Joe here. Today we got a Stihl 036. This is a little bit different build than what we normally do. This for an older gentleman. He asked for not a lot of compression. So we're not going to cut as much out. We'll try and keep the compression low and see how that does. I don't expect to set any records, but hopefully it gains well. Let's get started. Definitely not a power making air filter. We're wanting to be tricky. Alright, we'll run the piston to the top, clean off all this other junk real quick, and then we'll take the cylinder off. Alright, get this handle off. I can pull the cylinder off. Push the boot through. Slide it off. Whoop. Alright, got this cleaned up a little bit. Cleaned off top of the piston. Check the squish. No gasket. It was a little bit tight. It was about 12 thousandths. Made a fixture. Go in. We'll cut the squish band on this. Since this is going to be a lower compression build, I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'll probably just cut 10 or so out to get 22, 24 thousandth squish. Then I'll time it and get some numbers. Alright, so this 036 muffler. This is the flywheel side. Knock a hole in there. Add one of my small deflectors. Just nice, simple, easy, nothing too complicated. But it'll flow better and should do just what we need. So I'll get that mounted up, put the hole in there, weld on the deflector. There's the finished muffler mod. Quick coat of high temp. Just use a piece of paper as a guide. That'll keep you 3-4 thousandths away. Alright, we're just touching the paper there. Set our 0. Set the 0, 4 thousandths shy. That way it'll be right. Back it off so it doesn't drag the entire way. Find the top. Well, you can see just a small little squish band, just getting into the casting part of the chamber. Alright, after cutting the chamber, the squish ended up right at 24 thousandths, so we'll leave that. No gasket, the numbers were 106, 124, 81 on the intake. Normally I'd leave the exhaust a little bit lower, but since we don't want the compression, we want this easy to crank, I'm going to set the exhaust at 101. That'll bleed off some of the compression, shorten the power stroke a little bit. And I'll raise the transfers to 121. I'll leave the intake. Do a little bit of widening in the lowers. This will be good to go. Here's the ported cylinder. Raise the uppers. Widen the intake. See the cut squish band. Widened and raised the exhaust. Numbers 101, 121, intake 81. Put a little bit of oil in the cylinder. Okay. All right, there we go. All put together. Wipe down. We'll get it fueled up, fire it up, see what kind of power it puts out. Now this one wasn't pushed very hard. An older gentleman that owns it didn't want a lot of compression, wanted easy starting. So we'll see what kind of power a recipe like that gives us. Just seen we hit 5,000 subscribers the other day. I want to thank everybody for subscribing, sticking with me, dealing with my stuff. Sure do appreciate it, each and every one of you. And I hope we can keep this going, keep more builds coming through, do different things, try different things, get some different tests going. I was thinking about doing a questions and answers. Everybody does such a great job commenting. So I was thinking, you know, if you guys post some questions up, I'll see if I can make a video about them and answer your questions. If you like that idea, leave some questions down in the comments. Whether it's this saw, different saws, other builds on the channel, whatever you think. So I'll see if I can answer them. See if I can make a video answering 5, 10, 15, we'll see how long they are, questions that everybody seems to have. Alright, let's see what kind of power this makes. Alright, here's the 036. All done, up close and personal. Pretty good looking old saw. Snuck a muffler mod on there, left the other side alone. Not too loud. Alright, here's the results for the 036. Numbers in the box taking 9,600 RPM. Ported, 5.76 horsepower. Stock run was right around 4.8 horse, but where the ported's peaking, it's making 4.51 horse. This works out real close to 22%, which not being able to put the compression in, you can see down here, the compression really helps the low end. So that's why we didn't gain much low end over stock. It's not the extra compression. We're actually bleeding it off a little bit faster trying to lower it. But you can see it starts. Once the RPM come up, the new durations and port widths really start helping the power. See it climb. And that awful crappy stock air filter is really holding the upper RPM down, but it is what it is. So another one, super usable. Didn't add any compression hardly at all. I think the numbers could be better with the extra compression, but the gentleman asked for lower compression, easy starting, so that's what we tried to do here. All right, thanks a lot, everyone.